The scene opens with a bright blue sky and the sound of seagulls as we glimpse a bustling harbor city named Lilith. A ship approaches, bringing with it the promise of new adventures and opportunities. The harbor is alive with activity as ships dock and prepare to unload their cargo. As we look closer, we see the sprawling cityscape of Harbor City, Lilith, a place full of life and promise. The seagulls continue their chatter, gliding over the ships and the sea, painting a picture of serenity mixed with the city's vibrant energy. A large ship sails towards the harbor, its sails billowing in the sea breeze, with the city of Lilith looming in the background. The ship is filled with travelers and merchants, all eager to reach the city and begin their endeavors. Harbor City, Lilith, unfolds before us with its grand entrance and welcoming aura. The city is a hub of commerce and lively interactions, ready to embrace newcomers with open arms. A seagull perched on a wooden post surveys the scene, with a ship's silhouette in the distance, hinting at the arrival of new faces and stories to unfold. More seagulls take flight, circling above the ships, adding to the lively air of the harbor. The sails of the ships flap gently, as if anticipating the excitement that awaits. On the deck of one of the ships, people move about, preparing to disembark. The ship is a bustling hive of activity, with travelers eager to step onto solid ground. A young adventurer aboard the ship grins widely, his excitement palpable. The journey has been long, but finally, he's reached his destination. With fists raised in triumph, the young traveler shouts in joy, declaring his arrival to the city of Lilith. His laughter echoes as he steps onto the harbor, filled with anticipation. A mysterious woman in a bunny costume appears, offering a deal. Her promise of potions in exchange for a favor. "Why don't you buy one of these fishes?" says the fisherman, holding up his prize catch like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Meanwhile, the harbor city bustles with life, as boats sway gently in the distance. Overhead, the city stretches out with rooftops and bustling streets. Conversations about baggage and training for the Maple World fill the air. Someone's looking for their sister, showing that amidst the excitement, there are personal quests too. Lith's eyes sparkle with wonder as the harbor city reveals its charm. "This is the harbor city, Lith." His expression says it all. This place is a feast for the senses. The joy is palpable, as Raymond's happiness is acknowledged by a friend. "Are you that happy, Raymond?" The harbor's beauty seems to have captured everyone's hearts. Raymond and Walker, a dynamic duo, strolling through the city with wide grins. Their camaraderie is infectious, as they seem ready to take on whatever comes their way. Walker gets called out for his happiness too. "Walker, you're just as happy, aren't you?" Their friendship and the city's vibe are a perfect match. Packing up and ready to hit the road, Raymond and Walker, along with their companions, make their way through the city streets, carrying bags of dreams and expectations. A couple of mysterious figures express their desire to join in the joy and excitement. "I do want to run around from all the joy too, to be honest," says one, setting the tone for an adventurous spirit. A youthful face beams with excitement, echoing the sentiments felt by everyone. "Terran, the harbor city seems to be a place of endless possibilities. Where our adventure begins." The group steps into the city square, ready to embark on an epic journey. The energy and anticipation are tangible as they walk towards their destiny. A transition to a serene night sky, where the moon shines bright over the horizon, signaling a change in pace as the city takes on a different mood. The scene shifts to a night. Welcome to the era of adventures, a time where brave souls gather under a dark and mysterious sky, ready to embark on journeys filled with excitement and danger. Meet our eclectic group of adventurers, decked out in their finest gear and ready to rumble. We've got a fierce-looking wizard with green hair and a hat that screams "I mean business," a knight dressed in futuristic armor, and a mysterious hooded figure with a stitched-up mask. Who knew cosplay was this serious? As we focus on one particular character, a muscular warrior with a determined look, it's clear that he's ready to take on whatever challenges lie ahead. With his sword casually resting on his shoulder, he means business. Zooming in on our warrior, his stride is confident and purposeful. The water beneath his feet adds a mystical flair to his movement, hinting at the magical adventures that await. This world is one where adventurers from all corners come to create their own stories, facing trials and becoming heroes. It's all about making your own mark and living the dream. Here we have the gateway, a portal that promises adventure on the other side. It's like the ultimate express lane to the unknown. A trio stands before the portal, ready to step into the swirling vortex. Beyond this mysterious doorway lies a world that emerged suddenly, sparking curiosity and danger in equal measure. Within the portal, horrors unknown to the Maple world await. Monsters of terrifying forms and daunting power lurk, ready to test the mettle of any adventurer daring enough to cross paths. The scene is grim, showcasing the aftermath of battles with these monsters. A bloody sword and lifeless hand tell tales of countless adventurers who met their end within these gates. Despite the dangers, the promise of powerful treasures entices adventurers to take the leap. These items hold immense value, tempting those who dream of greatness. Only those who dare to dream big and face the unknown are drawn to the treasures within. It's all about taking. We've got a mysterious figure with some seriously cool white hair saying, "We need a bait." Sounds like they're cooking up a plan and it's going to be spicy. Our white-haired strategist is giving us the universal shh sign. The plan is hush-hush, top secret, folks. An orange-haired dude seems confused by the whole bait idea. He's in a room with some folks. One of them is in a hood, looking all mysterious. That finger again. It's like they're pointing out who's going to be the bait. The white-haired character ain't done dropping knowledge. They're warning about the dangers behind some ominous gate. Adventurers have met their doom from unexpected curveballs. We see a close-up of our white-haired hero, looking intense with blue eyes. Behind them are creepy creatures. This is serious business. The plan involves using a slave as bait. Our character is blunt about needing someone to take the heat while they make a run for it. Orange-haired guy looks shocked, but the hooded figure is chill, saying the plan is solid. What's going on here? A sound effect breaks the moment. We're probably shifting scenes. We're in a dim cell, meeting a rough-looking dude with dark hair and a gritty expression. This place is sketchy. An enthusiastic voice welcomes us to a market run by the Gafor Merchant Union. These folks mean business. Our white-haired strategist is scoping out the merchandise with a staff in hand, while a merchant is all smiles. They're up to something. The merchant lays it out. All the slaves here are meant for bait. It's time to pick and choose. Things just got real. A loud wahaha echoes as a boisterous character assures someone that these individuals are really worth the price. It's all about the value, my friend. The recommendation is strong as the hand gestures add emphasis. These guys are the ones to pick, you see. The deal is getting sealed as the person behind the bars is observed. They're in good shape and recently acquired, ready for whatever's next. A hand reaches out in agreement. The choice is made, and there's a hint of satisfaction in the air. With a cheerful farewell, luck is wished upon the upcoming adventures. It's about to get real out there. The scene transitions to a mysterious, glowing entrance. It's like the gateway to another realm, beckoning the adventurers forward. As the characters venture towards the portal, there's a plan to mark the pillar for others. They mean business. One of the characters notes that no one's gone inside yet. It's like finding a hidden gem, waiting to be explored. The excitement builds as they realize they're the first ones in. Time to make history, folks. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation as a sword slices through the air. This adventure is on the edge. With a confident grin, the character confirms readiness. Are you all set for what's next? With a rallying cry of "Let's go," the group is pumped and ready to dive into the unknown. The scene opens with a glowing portal in a dense forest filled with ominous energy. The atmosphere is electrifying, like something straight out of a fantasy flick. As the group steps through the portal, one of them exclaims about how strange the sensation feels. The forest around them is a kaleidoscope of colors and magic. The adventurers, dressed in their best action-ready outfits, seem to struggle against the mystical forces. One of them, with fiery determination, cries out as they push forward. One of the adventurers, eyes wide with surprise, stares at the oversized mushrooms dotting the landscape. They're like Alice in Wonderland, but with less tea and more what the heck. The forest is teeming with gigantic, glowing mushrooms. The adventurers are awestruck, their eyes popping like they've never seen shrooms this big before. One of them stands amidst the luminescent mushrooms, a red scarf trailing behind him, as he takes in the surreal beauty. The ambiance is otherworldly, and he's clearly in awe. The adventurers are gobsmacked by the mysterious forest they've stumbled into. It's like they've been dropped into a scene from Avatar, minus the blue aliens. The group finds themselves surrounded by towering mushrooms, realizing this place is way beyond their wildest dreams. The vibes are mystical and unexpectedly chill. Despite the mystical aura, one of the adventurers assures the group there's no need to be jittery. Time to get their hustle on and explore this mind-bending realm. The crew discusses the mechanics of magical gates, realizing they're far from monster territory. For now, they're safe, but they need to find an exit gate pronto. The group can't use the same gate for an exit, so the hunt for another portal begins. It's like a game of hide and seek, but with more magic and less hiding. One of the adventurers, with purple hair and curious eyes, seems to sense something amiss. There's a mystery lurking in the forest, waiting to be unraveled. Our hero, rocking that classic deer in the headlights look, stares down a gargantuan monster with glowing eyes and enough teeth to start a dental clinic. The beast is all up in his grill, and he's like, huh. But let's be real, when a monster's about to snack on you, words are hard to come by. Suddenly, the scene cuts to some serious action vibes. Our cloaked friend, looking like a midnight ninja, is swept into the chaos. There's an intense whoosh sound, and things are getting wild. The air is filled with dramatic energy, and the scene is all about the impact. It's like the soundtrack of a suspense movie. You know something big is going down. Our dude's back on the screen, and he's flipping out. What? Why is there a monster here? His shocked expression says it all, as the beast looms large, ready to cause some serious drama. There's a whole gang now, and they're not here for tea. Chains are flying, fists are swinging, and it's a full-on brawl. The tension is thicker than Grandma's gravy. Someone's yelling out for Charlotte. Now, who is Charlotte? Is she the one to save the day, or just someone who owes them money? The suspense is real. Now we get the full view of the monster. It's towering over our band of misfits, ready to stomp them into the ground. The exclamation marks say it all. Danger is here. Another character is having a revelation. Wait, don't tell me all these things here are. The horror dawns as more monsters appear, and it's clear this is not a one-off problem. The squad is fully geared up, facing the monster army, chains ready, weapons drawn, and they're prepping for an epic showdown. These monsters aren't here for a picnic. The action continues, and the stakes are high. Monsters are everywhere, and our crew is swinging for survival. The forest is alive with the sound of battle. Our hero is feeling the heat. Shit says it all. He's gripping his weapon tight, ready to unleash his power on these beasts. Suddenly, a fiery display of magic lights up the scene. Fire arrow gets called out, and flames burst forth, ready to roast the opposition. The flames take form, and our character unleashes a fiery arrow that screams, "Don't mess with me." It's a blazing spectacle, and the monsters better watch out. Silver-haired dude is going all flame on, battling fiercely amidst a fiery backdrop. His agility is on point, dodging attacks like as in a real-life video game. The battleground heats up as another character grips a weapon, surrounded by blazing streaks of energy. A guy in the background takes a leap, possibly avoiding incoming danger. Things get spicy as a character shouts, "Something's wrong," urging others to tie baits to trees, hoping to distract whatever's lurking. Close-up of our silver-haired hero in a panic, eyes wide open, sweat dripping with a thought, "We need to get out of here." Another player enters the fray, pleading, "Wait, take us with you." There's a knife involved, tension rising as night falls. More chaos as orders are shouted, "Shut up and do as we say." Chains are involved, and desperation fills the air. A close-up of a character biting their lip, apologizing with an "I'm sorry," as the situation spirals out of control. Horror movie vibes kick in as monstrous creatures surround the group, with cries of "And no! Don't leave us behind!" echoing in the night. Silver-haired hero and a red-cloaked character with blurred face are in the thick of it, panic etched on their faces. "Run!" The command cuts through the chaos as the group scrambles to escape, adrenaline fueling their frantic flight. Gruesome scene unfolds as a character gets attacked, blood splattering, screams fill the forest as survival instincts kick in. A character, possibly injured, stumbles away, the night providing a cold backdrop to their desperate escape. Footsteps pound the ground as the group races through the forest, urgency driving them forward. Bird's-eye view of the exhausted crew on a muddy path, gasping for air, the fight taking its toll. The scene kicks off with someone dismissing a failed mission as not worth clearing. Clearly, things haven't gone according to plan, and the stakes are high. Huffing and puffing, a character with long white hair and a battered appearance is on the move, stressing the need to find the exit gate quickly. This ain't no time for dawdling. Raymond, our orange-haired dude, is struggling to keep it together. He's sweating bullets, trying to muster the courage to face whatever chaos they're in. Raymond's struggle is met with some tough love. Someone's shouting at him to get his act together, clearly not happy with his freak-out moment. Action takes a physical turn as a character in a green hoodie grabs Raymond, possibly trying to shake him out of his panic. Things are getting real. Walker steps into the scene, calming the tensions with a rational voice. Despite the failure, he's encouraging the group not to lose hope and to prepare again. Walker continues his pep talk, urging everyone to focus on the present. His words are a beacon of hope amidst the huffs of exhaustion. An ominous silhouette appears behind Walker as he assures the group they'll make it out. The shadowy presence hints at a potential danger lurking close. The final frame shows Walker standing firm with determination, with some mysterious red symbols appearing around him. It's clear that whatever is happening, he's not backing down. The air sizzles with energy as a massive beastly figure charges forward, its presence intimidating and raw with power. Its gray fur bristles as it moves, and sharp shards of debris scatter around. A red-haired young man in a cloak is knocked back by the force of the beast's attack, dirt and rock exploding in a chaotic mess. The battle is real, and it's getting messy. A desperate cry rings out as a man with white hair, clearly panicked and wide-eyed, calls out, "Terran!" His expression is one of fear mixed with determination. The beast looms over the battlefield, its massive form casting a shadow over the fallen. The tension in the air is palpable as it stands victorious for the moment. Amidst the rubble, a hand reaches out weakly, the owner huffing and puffing from exhaustion. It's the red-haired man again, struggling to grasp the situation as he mutters, "Terran." In a fiery blaze, the white-haired warrior counters with a blazing sword, flames swirling around him as he charges back at the beast. "It's a fire show, baby!" The white-haired fighter, seething with rage, bellows, "You piece of shit!" as he unleashes his fiery attack. Someone's not holding back today. Suddenly, the beast retaliates with a monstrous tongue attack, its gaping maw revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. Yikes, that's one gnarly tongue. The white-haired warrior finds himself ensnared by the beast's tongue, his face contorted in pain as he struggles against the constricting force. This is not looking good. The beast, eyes glowing with a menacing red light, prepares for another attack, its jaws wide open and ready to strike. With a mighty roar, the beast attempts to swallow the white-haired man whole, its monstrous mouth threatening to end the battle in one gulp. Talk about a mouthful. The scene culminates in a dramatic struggle. The white-haired warrior desperately blood splatters everywhere as ominous red letters fill the scene, setting the stage for a gruesome confrontation. The crunching sound intensifies, suggesting a fierce battle is underway, with no sign of mercy or retreat. The crunching continues, and we catch a glimpse of a protagonist whose eyes scream horror and determination. The hero's face is contorted with rage and fear, sweat dripping down as he braces himself for the fight of his life. Amidst the chaos, a figure with red boots falls to the ground, uttering a desperate no as they struggle to hold on. Suddenly, a cry for help pierces through the mayhem as a creature with tree-like hair and glowing eyes looms menacingly. The monstrous entity lunges at the hero, who is desperately trying to evade its grasp, his cape billowing as he hits the ground. Surrounded by darkness, the hero lies prone, seemingly defeated, as ominous shapes encroach upon him. The scene grows darker as the hero remains motionless, blood pooling around him, hinting at his dire state. Darkness envelops the screen, only to be shattered by a visceral strike against the hero, blood flying everywhere. With agony etched on his face, the hero cries out, his voice a mixture of pain and defiance. A leg is shown caught or injured, with the hero's voice. The man is in a world of pain, clutching his bleeding side while gritting his teeth in agony. His face is a mess, dirt and blood smeared all over, but his determination is clear as he tries to move forward, muttering sounds of distress. Looking towards him is a figure with mysterious blue hair, standing somewhat composed. The figure seems surprised by the sight of the injured man crawling towards him, and there's a moment of recognition. The blue-haired character blurts out in disbelief, questioning if the other man is bait. There's a mix of shock and concern in his expression as he processes the situation. The blue-haired character expresses relief at seeing the injured man alive, overwhelmed with emotion. He seems genuinely glad, his voice carrying a mix of disbelief and happiness. The injured man stretches his bloody arm towards the blue-haired character who is perched up in a tree. His hand trembles, a stark indication of his fragile state. With desperation in his voice, the injured man pleads for help. He reveals that all his companions are dead, leaving just the two of them alone. His tone is frantic, emphasizing the gravity of their situation. Trying to backtrack, the injured man apologizes for something that happened earlier. His face is a blend of fear and hope, hoping to mend any past misgivings. The injured man argues that it's safer to have more people around, warning the blue-haired character against being alone in their current predicament. His logic is sound, albeit drenched in desperation. There is a pause as the injured man begs, his voice barely above a whisper. His plea is heartfelt, filled with the urgency of someone who is clinging to the last threads of hope. The blue-haired figure stands amidst the forest backdrop, his face obscured, but his demeanor calm. There is an air of mystery surrounding him as he considers the plea. The blue-haired character's attire is shown, revealing a rugged yet stylish ensemble. His posture is relaxed, contradicting the tension that fills the air. The scene opens with a character, drenched in sweat and blood, shouting for help. His eyes are wide with desperation, pleading for someone to step in instead of just watching him suffer. It's a classic case of being left hanging, and this guy is not having it. A voice cuts through the chaos, hurling insults like "you son of a bitch" as emotions run high. The air is thick with rage, with one character clearly not holding back. The silence screams louder than words as a character lets a deep breath escape, seemingly unfazed by the chaos around him. It's the calm before the storm. The scene shifts to an intense chase, with one character sprinting through a forest, determination etched into every stride. It's a race against time, with stakes higher than ever. Another character stands, gripping a staff with an air of contemplation. He admits, "I don't know." It seems hinting at a realization, or perhaps a decision made too late. The mood turns grim as a dark bubble of text ominously states, "I'm too late." It's the kind of realization that hits hard, leaving a bitter taste. Emerging from the shadows, a character struggles, battered and bruised, trying to make his way out of a seemingly impossible situation. The forest grows darker, closing in on him. His eyes, wide with fear, scan the surroundings. The eerie silence is broken only by the pounding of his heart and the rustle of leaves. A grim smile stretches across his face, blood smeared, as he mutters something under his breath, a mix of fear and defiance. His voice rises, challenging the world. "You think you can make it out of here?" The desperation is palpable, with every word dripping with intensity. The same character is now fully consumed by madness, eyes wild and crazed, as he reaches out with a manic grip. The scene explodes with a powerful clash as a mysterious hand strikes through a flurry of energy, leaving behind a trail of chaos. The intensity is palpable, with crimson accents splattering across the battlefield. The aftermath is a scene of pure turmoil, the echoes of the clash reverberating with menacing sounds. Darkness looms as the environment absorbs the shock. The tension is thick as the environment continues to resonate with sinister vibrations, marking the presence of an unseen threat. Emerging from the shadows, a monstrous creature reveals itself, sporting glowing orange eyes and a sinister grin. Its body is covered in shaggy fur, and it exudes an aura of danger. Standing firm on a desolate, cracked ground, a lone warrior with tousled hair faces the beast. His resolve is unshaken, holding his weapon with a steady grip. The warrior's back tells a story of resilience as he prepares to confront the formidable creature, showing no signs of backing down. The creature charges forward, its massive form leaving a trail of destruction as it advances. The ground trembles under its might. The impact is fierce as the warrior dodges, barely escaping the jaws of the beast. Speed and agility are his allies in this deadly dance. The warrior stands tall, unwavering, as the beast's menacing maw looms overhead. His determination lights up the scene with a sense of defiance. With a determined gaze, the warrior silently vows no. His resolve is clear. He refuses to be defeated. He declares, "I won't die," his eyes burning with an intense promise to survive, fueled by boom! The forest erupts in a frenzy as a tree-like beast unleashes a massive energy attack. It's like Mother Nature just got turbocharged. Enter our main dude, rocking some serious hero vibes with his staff. He dives into the chaos, dodging debris as he swings at the beast like it's his mortal enemy. With every swing, this hero's determination is palpable. The staff becomes an extension of his will, slicing through the air with precision. Whoa, hold up. The beast just got a wake-up call and is knocked back. Our hero is throwing punches like Hez, the heavyweight champ of the magical realm. A reflective pause. The hero whispers, "Where I died." Talk about a plot twist, right? Seems like he's been through the ringer before. He's not just brooding. He's got the battle scars to prove it. His face is marked with determination and a hint of mystery. This guy's been places. He mutters, "Wasn't here." Now we're really scratching our heads. Where did he actually bite the dust? Guess we'll need to stick around for that revelation. The last adventurer prologue sets the stage. We're diving into a world where adventure and danger are just a day in the life. Credits roll, giving a shout out to the creative minds behind this epic. All right, folks, the scene opens with some serious action vibes. The sky's got these gnarly streaks cutting through it, almost like some epic fireworks gone rogue. Below, we see a wild and stormy landscape, probably giving anyone around some serious goosebumps. As we move down, the atmosphere gets even more intense. We're talking dark clouds, flocks of birds scattering, and some serious apocalyptic scenery. This ain't your typical sunset, folks. Something big is going down. Zooming in, there's a cliff where mysterious silhouettes are gathered. The tension is palpable as they stand ready on the edge, waiting for whatever's about to hit them. One of these figures, draped in a cloak, announces, "It's coming." And you know when someone says that, it's about to get real. The wind picks up and leaves start swirling like they're in some kind of dance-off. And then, out of nowhere, this massive bat-winged creature swoops in. It's got wings for days, and it's not here to play nice. Talk about making a grand entrance. Enter stage left. The monster. It's tearing through the scene like it owns the place. With a roar that sounds like it could crack the earth, this beast is about to make some serious noise. Things get chaotic as the creature stretches its claws, ready to grab anything in its path. It's a mix of frenzied movements and flying limbs, with that monstrous roar echoing. The action continues as chaos reigns. The creature swoops and dives, showing off its strength. You can almost feel the wind from its wings as it moves. And finally, the creature's ferocity is on full display. The sky is ablaze with the hues of a setting sun as a monstrous dragon with a tail resembling a spear emerges, signaling the arrival of Gornthale, the king of dragons. This beast, feared by all, is a force of nature that sends shivers down the spine. The dragon is an embodiment of power, its scales glistening against the fiery sky. The atmosphere is tense and heavy with despair as the shadow of Gornthale looms large. The text ominously declares the presence of the King of Dragons, adding to the gravity of the situation. The scene speaks of imminent danger and the overwhelming might of this beast. Focus shifts to skeletal remains and destruction, painting a grim picture of the aftermath of a brutal encounter. The dragon's body is a fortress of bones and scales, a testament to its invincibility and the devastation it brings. More of the dragon's menacing physique is revealed, showcasing its armored scales and skeletal structure. The sheer size and imposing presence of Gornthale strike fear into the hearts of all who dare face it. The full form of the dragon is revealed with its terrifying visage, sharp claws, and glowing eyes, exuding an aura of dominance. The sight is enough to make even the bravest warriors tremble. Gornthale's name is whispered like a spell, acknowledging its rule over the skies. A voice cuts through the tension, remarking on the fall of the centaur's nest. The speaker, whose face is obscured, seems resigned to the loss. The situation is dire, with no other allies left standing against the dragon's wrath. The hopelessness of the situation is underlined as the speaker admits the absence of anything to depend on. The world seems bleak, with no saviors in sight. As the fiery sky casts shadows, two figures stand amidst the destruction. The warrior in a flowing cape and the other in a rugged cloak face the remnants of battle, their silhouettes against the blazing backdrop, hinting at a story of loss and courage. The warrior reflects on the fallen heroes, adventurers, and knights who were once the beacons of hope. Their absence is felt deeply, leaving the world in peril. With the focus on a determined figure in a flowing cape, the text reveals the harsh truth: they're all dead. This statement resonates with finality, leaving only one individual to carry the burden of survival. The rugged adventurer is addressed as the sole survivor, the last hope standing against the darkness. His journey is one of resilience and determination. This adventurer's identity is revealed as El Palm. The scene opens with a rugged sunset backdrop, setting the tone for an epic showdown. A muscular warrior stands poised with his gigantic sword, exuding confidence and determination. There's a sense of urgency in the air as the words, "Let's go." This is our resonate, hinting at the gravity of the mission ahead. As the camera pans, shadows of figures are seen moving swiftly across a cliff, indicating the start of an intense battle. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation as the cliff descends into darkness, only to explode with vibrant colors and fierce energy. A monstrous dragon emerges, its red eyes and sharp teeth threatening the heroes. Meanwhile, a group of determined warriors, led by a figure with a glowing hand, prepare to face this terrifying beast. The final adventure awaits. The scene shifts to a devastated landscape, with flames painting the sky, and a lone warrior, bloodied but unbroken, stands amidst the chaos. The ground is littered with fallen comrades, but there's no time for sorrow as the hero races forward, driven by an unwavering resolve. Boom! The dragon's mighty claw slams down, leaving no room for mercy. The scene is drenched in adrenaline as the warrior faces this gargantuan beast. The dragon's mouth opens, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth that could put any dentist out of business. This beast means serious business. Amidst the chaos, a cloaked figure stands firm. The warrior's cape flows dramatically as he faces the fearsome dragon, ready to make his stand. Bloodied and beaten, the warrior questions his fate, wondering if it's all over for him. He looks like he's had a rough day at the office. The night sky is a spectacle, with two dragons silhouetted against the moon, a scene straight out of a fantasy blockbuster. One of the dragons takes flight, soaring towards the moon, casting a shadow over the battlefield. It's a majestic yet ominous sight. The warrior stands before the dragon, its massive maw a testament to the dire situation. Talk about a face-off. The dragon's head begins to regenerate, much to the warrior's disbelief. You'd think cutting off a head would do the trick. The regeneration process is gnarly, with the dragon's head reforming amidst a swirl of magic. It's like watching a horror movie in real time. With a swirl of mystical energy, something ominous is happening. The tension is palpable. Magical symbols illuminate the scene, hinting at ancient and powerful forces at play. It's like a cryptic puzzle. A spine-chilling view of the dragon's anatomy, with its spine extending ominously. This Dragon's Anatomy class is not for the faint-hearted. The dragon emerges, its eyes glowing with ferocity. It's clear that this beast isn't backing down anytime soon. The dragon's jaws snap with deadly precision, ready to unleash havoc. It's a nightmare come to life. The scene fades, leaving us hanging with anticipation. What comes next in this epic showdown? All right, imagine you're staring into the abyss with nothing but the sound of your own heartbeat echoing in your ears. The dude in the picture is having a bit of a rough day, to put it mildly. Blood trickling down his face, a close-up of his eye tells us he's seen better days. Now we hear the inner monologue, "This is my end." Sounds like our guy's not just physically beat, but also mentally drained. A real downer moment, folks. Switch scenes and we've got the whole world doing a dramatic exit. Our hero, draped in tattered clothes, is kneeling on what looks like a wasteland. The text says, "The world's end. This ain't no fairy tale." A fade to black, and we get the continuation of the previous thought, and our adventure too. It's like all the effort just went poof. Suddenly, red streaks burst across the darkness. This ain't over yet. Whatever's happening, it's screaming no way. The struggle continues. Our hero's cloak is blood-soaked, and the ground's cracking beneath him. It's like watching an epic movie in slow motion. Boom! The word "damn it" explodes across the page. That's how you know things have hit the fan. Flames erupt everywhere, setting the stage on fire. Our hero's looking at an inferno, and it's all going down around him. He's down on one knee, fist to the ground, bleeding and determined. The dude's not giving up without a fight. Against the backdrop of a shattered world, the thought, as if, hangs in the air. It's like he's refusing to believe this is how it ends. Close-up of our hero's face. He's battered, bruised, and bloodied, but there's a fierce resolve in his eyes. With a grim smile, he questions the chaos around him. This is how it all ends. It's a mix of disbelief and defiance. The scene explodes with flames and a fierce shout, "Ha!" as something magical and intense is brewing. Meet our hero, a young warrior with bloodied face and fierce eyes, unleashing a glowing ball of magic from his hand. Looks like he's not messing around. More fiery chaos ensues, wrapping around the warrior as he seems to be charging up for something epic. A whirlwind of energy spins around, showing the sheer power and determination of our hero as he stands firm against the storm. He shouts with conviction, "No matter what, I'm going to," indicating his resolve to push through. The fiery magic extends from his hand like a blazing comet, showcasing the warrior's full force. The warrior's cloak flies wildly as he seems to be caught in the intensity of his own power. The battle is definitely heating up. His hand, covered in flames and blood, reaches out as he powers through the pain and chaos. Through the flames, a determined figure emerges, refusing to back down despite the overwhelming odds. An exclamation echoes through the battlefield as the hero faces the full brunt of the magical collision. Painful cries erupt as the warrior struggles against the magical forces, showing the toll the battle is taking on him. A splash of blood marks the ground, signifying the brutal nature of this magical showdown. A new force enters the scene, swirling with vibrant red energy, suggesting a formidable opponent or magical interference. The swirling energy intensifies, hinting at an impending clash or magical confrontation. A blazing red symbol slices through the darkness as a dragon lets out a fearsome roar, its fiery eyes and sharp fangs gleaming with menace. Whirlwinds of vibrant energy engulf the scene as the dragon's power surges, creating a tempest of colors. The swirling storm intensifies, with magical forces converging into a dazzling vortex. The vortex culminates in a brilliant explosion of light, casting vivid reflections throughout the battlefield. Silhouetted against the glowing aftermath, a shadowy figure stands tall, dismissing the dragon's efforts with a scornful remark. "Pathetic piece of shit." A flash of fiery text marks the air, signaling a shift in the conflict. An air of regret permeates as the question, "Why did it have to end like this?" hangs ominously in the darkness. The lament continues with, "If only I were more powerful," a wish that echoes the desire for strength. A scene draped in shadows, water droplets fall silently, setting a somber mood. The contemplation of, "If I had just one more chance," rings out, the longing for redemption palpable. Suddenly, a voice shatters the silence, demanding action with, "Get up, you piece of shit," amid swirling water. An eye snaps open, reflecting shock and determination as the water's intensity heightens. The eye's wide gaze mirrors the cascading water, symbolizing a newfound resolve. In a dim, cold room, a blurred figure with unkempt hair sits on the floor, his expression puzzled. The scene sharpens to reveal shackled hands, and a voice dismisses the idea of feigning illness as futile. A booming voice echoes, demanding our protagonist know his place as a slave. "What?" he stammers, bewildered. With a bucket in hand, the muscular figure mentions something about Gorthnail, leaving our hero scratching his head, questioning everything. Amidst the confusion, our hero's inner monologue wonders, "Am I alive?" Reality hits him like a brick wall. Sweat drips down his face as he thinks, "Wait." His eyes dart around the room. This place. These guys were just recently brought in. He notices prisoners lined up like products. The grim realization strikes. This place, he repeats, heart pounding. Hands bound, he hears someone thank the merchant, appreciating the great deals on human lives. Two figures walk by, one asking the price for a human, the other pointing out the good eye of the potential buyer. A sign hangs overhead, confirming his worst fear. It's the slave market, he thinks, dread creeping in. Breathless and anxious, he mutters, "No way," as if refusing to accept this grim reality. The thought echoes in his mind. The slave market was abolished long ago, yet here he is, witnessing it firsthand. Determination flares in his eyes as he stands among the captive, but this place is definitely, he acknowledges the grim truth. A familiar face, blurred but recognizable, stands before him. That merchant. If my memory serves me, whoa, talk about a blast from the past. Our guy here just ran into the merchant who was in charge of him during his slave days 6 years ago. A trip down memory lane, but not the kind you want to take. Yep, no doubt about it. This merchant is the same dude. The tension is thicker than grandma's gravy as our hero realizes he's back in the past. Then, as if things weren't intense enough, the merchant's about to drop some serious words. Our guy's thoughts are racing, bringing him back to those harsh times. Boom, reality check time. He's back to the past, facing old demons. The merchant's looking like he wants to throw down. What are you glaring at, huh? The merchant's not thrilled with our guy's intense stare. Things are heating up, and it's not just the summer sun. That's one serious stink eye. The merchant's fist is coming in hot, and our guy's eyes are wide with surprise and fear. Flashback central. Our hero's mind is racing, thinking back to that day, the one that seems to have started it all. A swirling vortex of memories, bringing him back to the beginning of his story. It's like a time travel roller coaster, to the starting point of all stories. The tension is high, the stakes even higher. What brought him back here? A close-up on our guy, looking rough and ready. Is this all a dream, or is it as real as that stain on his shirt? Is this a dream or reality? Our hero's questioning everything, but one thing's for sure, he's not sleepwalking. This is too real, man. Our hero's trying to wrap his head around it. No other explanation, but it's hard to believe. Meanwhile, a bunch of people are strutting around, talking about how these slaves are bait. Pick and choose, folks. It's a grim business. They're in good shape. We got them only recently. The atmosphere feels like a bustling market with a hint of shadiness in the air. People are gathered and deals are being made. All right, it'll take both. There's no reason to overthink it. This is the moment of decision as our mysterious buyer makes his choice. Our heroes encounter with a ring that looks straight out of Hogwarts. This ain't just bling, it's the telekinesis ring. You can bet there's some serious mojo in that sparkle. Just as he's admiring his newfound accessory, a crazy influx of energy jolts him, and he's left speechless. His hand feels the power surging through as the ring glows with a supernatural aura. Boom! The realization hits him like a ton of bricks. This is the telekinesis ring, a piece of jewelry that could make even the Avengers jealous. What kind of powers does this bad boy hold? Suddenly, our guy's wide-eyed expression screams, "What on earth just happened?" It's like witnessing a plot twist in a thriller movie. Meanwhile, in the shadows, there's a bunch of hairy beasts lurking about. Their eyes are glowing ominously, ready to pounce on our unsuspecting hero. They're not your fluffy neighborhood pets, that's for sure. Turns out, these creatures might have caught a whiff of blood. Our protagonist, armed with a spear, is in deep thought, realizing he's not alone in this creepy forest. Before our hero can even strategize his next move, a massive rock smashes down, shaking the ground beneath him. What's going to happen next in this suspenseful showdown? The scene is set in a spooky forest where the sound effects scream of chaos and danger. Shadows of terrifying creatures flash across the dark background, hinting at the imminent clash. The warrior steps into view, surrounded by beastly creatures. He stands tall with his weapon ready, facing the relentless onslaught. These beasts look like they haven't had their morning coffee, and they're not happy about it. With swift and powerful moves, the warrior engages the creatures, his weapon slicing through the air. The battle is fierce, and the warrior's agility and skill are on full display. The warrior's strikes are precise and calculated, but the beast's savage attacks are relentless. One particularly nasty creature lunges at him, its massive jaws wide open, ready to chomp him down. As the battle rages on, the warrior narrowly dodges a vicious strike, showcasing his quick reflexes. He's in it to win it, proving that he ain't no rookie. The creature's long, menacing tongue whips toward the warrior, adding a new challenge to the fight. It's like the beast is saying, "Taste my fury." The warrior manages to block the tongue attack with his polearm, holding his ground despite the creature's raw power. His determined expression shows he's not backing down. With a powerful thrust, the warrior pushes back the beast's tongue, sending it reeling. The clash is intense, but he stands firm. The warrior's eyes widen in shock as the creature's vicious attack intensifies. The beast's gigantic maw looms threateningly close, its fangs like daggers. The creature's fearsome presence is overwhelming, but the warrior's resolve remains unshaken. He's staring into the abyss, but he's not flinching. A fiery magical spell is unleashed, a fire arrow. It's the warrior's secret weapon, bringing some much-needed heat to this cold, dark forest. The fiery arrow explodes into an inferno, engulfing the creature in flames. It's ablaze. In the midst of an epic fight, our protagonist is swinging his blazing weapon, fiercely facing off against some terrifying monsters. These baddies look like they skipped a few dentist appointments, if you know what I mean. With flames and sparks flying everywhere, he's clearly not holding back. It's like a Michael Bay movie. Just replace the explosions with magic and the cars with monsters. Zooming in on his face, we see determination written all over it. He's ready to test out the ring's powers. Hopefully, it won't just be a fancy piece of jewelry. The ring and the fiery weapon create a dazzling display of light and power. It's like a magical fireworks show, but a lot more deadly. With a swift motion, he unleashes a surge of energy. The ring glows with a mystical aura, adding some serious oomph to his attack. Boom! The energy blasts forward, looking like it's about to make some serious impact. The monsters better brace themselves. As the dust settles, Hez surrounded, but not backing down. His stance shows he's ready for round 2, holding a weapon that means business. Here comes the mighty swing. The fiery attack cuts through the scene, bringing the heat to these monsters. That fiery energy is making its way through the battlefield, leaving a trail of destruction. Talk about a hot pursuit. Standing amidst the chaos, he reflects on the power he's wielding, realizing he can't maintain this level of intensity forever. But hey, when you're in the zone, who cares? The monsters are still out there, lurking and ready to pounce. They look angry, probably because they're not invited to the barbecue. Despite the odds, he shrugs it off with a nonchalant attitude. Well, I guess that doesn't matter, he says. That's the spirit. Suddenly, his expression changes. Something unexpected catches his eye. What could it be? Stay tuned to find out. The scene opens with a hulking beast charging at an alarming speed, the ground trembling under its massive paws as it barrels towards our protagonist. Our hero, armed with a staff that seems to be giving him a hard time, realizes with despair fire arrows not working. The magic isn't as reliable as he hoped. With confusion settling in, he inspects the staff. It doesn't seem to be broken. Is it on cooldown? He wonders aloud, questioning the fickle nature of his magical arsenal. Undeterred, he braces himself against the oncoming threat, staff clutched tightly in his grip. The beast's ferocious roar echoes through the trees, reminding him that running isn't an option. The hero's foot plants firmly on the ground, steadying himself for the fight ahead. There's no backing down now. The beast, mouth agape and eyes wild, lunges at him, showcasing rows of razor-sharp teeth. Our hero doesn't flinch, readying his staff like a knight with a sword. Faced with adversity, he thinks, that leaves me with no choice. It's clear he's going to have to rely on more than just magic to survive. The clash begins, with our hero swinging his staff with all his might against the beast's relentless assault. The tension in the air is palpable. A close-up reveals the beast's monstrous teeth snapping dangerously close as our hero dodges narrowly, showcasing his agility. With flames dancing around him, the hero makes his move, sprinting away from the monster, thinking strategically as the forest burns in the background. Focused and determined, he asks himself, how much longer? As he waits for the magic of his staff to return, his eyes locked with resolve. Suddenly, the staff ignites in a blaze of fire, casting a fiery glow across the battlefield. A newfound determination fills the hero's eyes. The beast looms large, its mouth gaping wide in a threatening display. But our hero stands firm, staff ablaze, and utters confidently, "All right." The final image, the scene opens with our hooded protagonist, clearly on the losing end of a battle, gasping for breath and questioning the identity of their mysterious opponent, who seems to be a master of both spearmanship and magic. The question hangs in the air. Who are you? The camera shifts to show the cloaked figure's hand, bloodied and resting on the ground. There's a twist of fate here. as they reflect on how their opponent got lucky, though unlucky might be a better word given the circumstances. With desperation etched across their face, the cloaked figure gasps out another question. Why? Do you, as they struggle to comprehend the situation. The attention moves to the stranger's staff, glowing ominously in the dark. The cloaked figure is clearly bewildered, demanding to know why their opponent possesses such a powerful artifact. The tension escalates as the cloaked figure notices something on the stranger's wrist. They shout, "And that on your wrist?" as the mystery deepens. Amidst the chaos, the cloaked figure grapples with the realization, how did you awaken when you're just a slave? Their voice is filled with disbelief and confusion. As the dust settles, the cloaked figure lies on the ground, defeated, questioning if this outcome was all there was to their grand scheme. The eerie atmosphere takes center stage as the camera pans to another fallen figure, their face obscured by the shadows. The forest stands silent, holding secrets of the battle. Standing tall amidst the trees, the mysterious opponent, their face blurred, holds the staff with an air of authority. Their presence looms large, leaving everyone questioning their true intentions. The final image focuses on the cloaked figure from the back, their cloak stained with blood, symbolizing the heavy toll this confrontation has taken. In a close-up, the mysterious opponent, now revealed, stares blankly, a collar around their neck, hinting at their past as a slave. Their expression is unreadable, but holds a story of its own. The scene shifts to the silent forest, as if the trees themselves are whispering the secrets of this intense showdown. Confrontation reaches its peak as the mysterious opponent— Whoa, hold up! The scene kicks off with folks gawking at this mysterious bait slave who's waltzed back into town on his own. The crowd's vibe is all kinds of shocked, like they didn't see this comeback coming. Next up, the slave's internal monologue spills the beans. He's got dice rolling in his mind, planning his escape route to dodge repeating some gnarly fate. This dude's gotta hustle. Then, he's eyeing the sky, pondering his next move. The architecture around him suggests the weight of the structures that keep him down. The slave stands firm, leaves cascading around him, symbolizing change. He clenches a weapon, his determination crystal clear. I need to free myself.